Sticks and stones can break bones, but words don't hurt, do they? It depends on who you ask and whether or not you're on Twitter or Facebook or wherever. 217-629-7970. That's the phone number here with Springfield's Morning News. And let's talk about the word of the year. We've got two different dictionaries that are taking different approaches to what the word of the year is. And I want to hear from you. What do you think the word of the year should be? 217-629-7970. You can also email bishoponair@gmail.com. Or you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Just search Bishop on Air. And no, Bishop on Air is not the word of the year as much as I would like it to be. But you got two different major dictionaries, the Oxford English Dictionary and Merriam-Webster's Dictionary, and they took different approaches as to determine what they say is the word of the year this year. Do you know what Merriam-Webster's Dictionary word of the year is? Maybe you can call in and chime in there, 217-629-7970, because they have determined what the word of the year is. So Merriam-Webster's already making that announcement. But the Oxford English Dictionary, they're doing something different. They're actually, for the first time, asking voters to go to their website and to check this out. So if you go to the Oxford English Dictionary's Oxford University Press website, you'll see that they have a post there. For almost 2 decades, the Oxford Word of the Year has been reflected the mood, echoes, and social landscape of a given year. During 2022, the world gradually reopened. For countries, this has meant reuniting with friends and family, gathering for events, and heading back from offices to the workplace. 2022 has been a year that has not been characterized by reunion and reconnection, but also by activism and social and political change. In recognition of this, we're opening up this year's Oxford Word of the Year for everyone, everywhere, to have their say on the word that best reflects their experience of 2022. So they don't leave the space open. They don't give you a blank space to be able to say what you think the word should be. Instead, they give you choices, and those choices rather fascinating here from the Oxford English Dictionary. So let's go check that out. And the choices they have are 3. Metaverse. A hypothetical virtual reality environment in which users interact with one's another avatars and the surroundings in an immersive way, sometimes posted as a potential extension of or replacement of the internet, World Wide Web, social media, etc. They also have hashtag #IStandWith. This is used on social media to express solidarity over a specific cause, group, or person. But also they have goblin mode, a noun. It's a slang term, a type of behavior which is unapologetically self-indulgent, lazy, slovenly, or greedy, typically in a way that rejects social norms or expectations, frequently in the goblin mode or of goblin mode, or to go goblin mode. I've never heard that. Never heard goblin mode. But that's one of the 3 choices that the Oxford English Dictionary is giving for voters for the first time ever to determine what the word of the year is. But I want to hear from you at 217-629-7970. Call in and I'll answer and put you on the air what you think the word of the year should be. So should it be goblin mode, metaverse, or hashtag #IStandWith? Again, that's what Oxford says are the potential words of the year, but you have Merriam-Webster's word of the year already being announced, and that word is gaslight. So gaslighting, the word of the year, plus sentient, Omicron, queen consort, and other words have topped the list. So they go on to say that in the age of misinformation of fake news, Merriam-Webster's Dictionary, talking about conspiracy theories, Twitter trolls, and deep fakes. However, they don't talk about, masks don't work. Dr. Fauci says don't go out and buy masks. Oh, wait, no, masks do work. Or what about people who posted online that COVID-19 may have come from a lab out of China, that being censored online, people being told they're crazy conspiracy theories, and then months later it comes out, okay, well that's a legitimate theory that should be investigated. No mention of that. No mention of that type of gaslighting, right? So that's kind of fascinating that Merriam-Webster's would go that direction. But they go on to say that a driver of disorientation and mistrust, gaslighting is the act of practice of grossly misleading someone, especially for one's own advantage. 2022 saw 1,740% increase in lookups for gaslighting, and with high interest throughout the year. Its origins are colorful. The term comes from the title of a 1938 play and the movie based on that play, the plot of which involves a man attempting to make his wife believe that she is going insane. His mysterious activities in the attic cause the house's gaslight to dim, but he insists to his wife that the lights are not dimming and that she can't trust her own perceptions. So interesting that that's the Merriam-Webster's word of the year, gaslighting. And they defined it one way, saying amidst all of the conspiracy theories and debates on Twitter and whatnot, that's why gaslighting is the word of the year. Not because governments have systematically lied to people. Not just in the United States. Around the globe, governments regularly lie to their citizens. Everything from, what's in the sky? Are those unidentified flying objects, or are those, actual advanced systems of flight that governments around the world have already developed? From that all the way down to, again, Dr. Anthony Fauci and public health officials saying one thing, then reversing it, and then going back and forth and saying that they're the science and you can't criticize them because they are the science. Not that type of gaslighting. The other type of gaslighting. Your crazy uncle on social media. But rounding out the top 10 for Merriam-Webster's dictionary, oligarch, driven by Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Omicron, the persistent COVID-19 variant, and the 15th letter of the Greek alphabet, codify in turning abortion rights into federal law. Queen Consort, the King Charles's wife, Camilla, known as the Queen Consort now, raid, as in a search warrant for former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. Sentient. Lookups brought on by Google, canning the engineer who claimed in an unreleased AI system has become sentient. Cancel culture, another one, they just simply say enough said, and LGBTQIA for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, or questioning, intersex, and asexual, aromantic, I don't know what that is, or agender. Or aromantic, I guess. So you're instead of apolitical, you're aromantic. You don't care about romance. So those are just some of the other words that Merriam-Webster's dictionary has rounding out the top 10. So you satisfied with those words of the year from the dictionary? 217-629-7970. That's the phone number. You can always call in live, or you can email bishoponair@gmail.com, or find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Just search Bishop on Air and we can connect that way. So something fun to get you through on your ride to work this morning about what are the top words of the year. Gaslighting is the top word from Merriam-Webster's dictionary, while Oxford English Dictionary has 3 words that they want you to choose from as the top word of 2022. One of those being hashtag I stand with. Another one being, let's pull that back up over here, goblin mode. Never heard of that. But then also metaverse. Boo. Metaverse. Come on. Get out of here. I wonder how much money Facebook gave Oxford University Press to make metaverse one of the 3 choices for the word of the year. What should be the word of the year? 217-629-7970 is the phone number. Be interested to hear your thoughts. So you can email me, bishoponair@gmail.com. And words. Sticks and stones can break bones. Words don't hurt, do they? I don't know. You tell me. All right, it is Springfield's Morning News on 92.7 WMAY.